A sheriff's deputy caught on camera making troubling comments about election rigging.
The deputy did not know it yet, but the man he was talking to is now a suspect in the shootings targeting local elected officials. Now the sheriff is weighing in. Here's News 13's Gabe Chavez.
It seemed like a routine traffic stop and arrest when a Bernalillo County deputy started chit-chatting with the suspect on the way to jail about the recent election.
How do you like the city?
Albuquerque? Dude, I really like New Mexico. I just think all the liberal politics are starting to get in the way of growth here.
Right. What do you think about these elections? Do you think they're rigged?
Yes.
All of them,
100%.
You really think they overthrew Trump?
I'm not sure, dude.
Under typical circumstances, the public probably would have never heard that recording from the lapel camera of Deputy Scroach. But a News 13 investigation ran a clip of it in January after the suspect in question, Jose Trujillo, was tied to a conspiracy targeting elected officials. Investigators believe Trujillo was hired to shoot up officials' homes by Solomon Peña, a failed Republican candidate for the state house who spread false claims of election fraud. In fact, police believe Trujillo had just committed one of those shootings when he was pulled over and arrested for having drugs and guns in his car. The conversation continues.
I can't elaborate too much because I'm in uniform, dude. Like, I can't give my opinion like that.
But after that, the deputy continues to talk about election conspiracy theories with Trujillo. That conversation raised enough concern among county officials. The Sheriff's Office Advisory and Review Board called the sheriff in to address the issue. Today, the sheriff acknowledged the deputy spreading claims of election rigging was concerning, but suggested people should consider the context.
Comments is just what the context of the conversation was. Is this a ploy or a tactic for investigative purposes to build rapport? We don't know.
Even so, the sheriff said that as law enforcement, deputies should conduct themselves more professionally.
Anybody can have their own view, anybody can have their own opinion, but that's why we have it in standard operating procedures to, under the professionalism clauses, not to discuss politics, and you'll stay out of this.
Gabe Chavez, KRQE, News 13.
Now today's meeting was just to discuss the issue, not to take any action. Sheriff Allen tells News 13 he has now talked to his department about avoiding political conversations in the field.